Game day at USC in Los Angeles. Part of a huge college football industry. All dependent on star student athletes giving everything on the field, even when hurt.
That's what's expected of you as a football player, especially at a university like USC where, football is so important.
Now ABC News has found that behind the scenes of that drive to win, in tucked-away training rooms, is the closely held secret of team doctors using powerful prescription painkillers to get student-athletes on the field despite painful injuries.
I felt superhuman. You can't feel any pain. You just feel amazing. And I went out, played a great game.
On 3rd and 7, pressured and sacked. Armand Armstead sacks Jake Locker.
Former USC defensive lineman Armin Armstead, numbered 94, is one of the many players to know the secret of the painkillers and, he says, suffer the consequences.
I thought, can't be me, this doesn't happen to kids like me.
And you had a heart attack?
I had a heart attack.
The 6'5", 290-pound Armstead, the picture of health with no family history of heart problems, suffered a heart attack in his junior year at USC at the age of 20. Which he and his parents in a lawsuit blame on the painkillers the USC team doctor gave him.
He was a racehorse, a prized racehorse that, needed to be on that field no matter what. And whether that was a risk to him or not.
In the lawsuit, Armstead alleges the doctor and the school ignored the known risk of heart attack from the painkiller being used, a generic version of Toradol, developed for postoperative care in hospitals. The manufacturer's label clearly warns of the increased risk of myocardial infarction, heart attack, and stroke, which can be fatal. Armstead says he usually got the shots before big games and at halftime in the so-called shot room to relieve severe ankle and shoulder pain. Never told the name of the drug or its risks, he says.
No.
At no point?
No point.
So could you have gone on the field for the Notre Dame and UCLA games without the shots?
No. The pain was, at this point, the pain was very bad.
Medical records show most of Armstead's Toradol painkiller injections were administered by USC team doctor James Taboni, who a leading medical ethics expert says has an obligation to disclose all risks.
Even if you're the team physician, you still have to follow the standard of care on informed consent. You better be disclosing all risks.
In a brief interview outside his office, Dr. Taboni confirmed he uses Toradol on USC players, but said he was hesitant to talk about Armstead because of the pending lawsuit.
In the case of the lawsuit, they say that you never told him about the side effects and warned him about it.
I can't comment on that because it's it's a lawsuit.
But you feel it's appropriate to use.
These are young, healthy people. We use it. We still use it.
But not even the USC football coach, Lane Kiffin, knew of the use of the painkiller or its risks until, he says, we told him.
Well, if that was the case, yeah, I did not know that until you just told me that. But if that is accurate information, I would want to know that.
That is.
As I said earlier, I'm not very educated in this field.
You think you might be now?
You educated me. Thank you.
There seems to be a collective ignorance in college football about the use and dangers of such painkillers. The NCAA, which regulates recruiting and boosters, told us it does not regulate or even keep track of the use of Toradol on student athletes.
If we keep track of what happens, let's say, to horses in horse racing, don't we owe it to the athletes to keep track of what's going on in college sports?
Armin Armstead says he is now fully recovered, and to prove that to NFL scouts, he played this year for the Toronto Argonauts, where his team won the Canadian Football League version of the Super Bowl, and he was named to the All-Star team as a rookie, all done without any Toradol, a drug Armstead says he would like to see banned.
If you feel like you can't play with the pain, if you can't play through the pain, then maybe you should just sit out and rest and let your body heal.